Welcome back. Today we have Journal with Witch. That is the title. There's no A in there. Okay. No idea. Sounds like a slice of life. You will see.
眠りから目覚めたら開かれたページの上に一人見回せど見えないあても出口もそして聞こえたのは
Price of string beans is bonkers. I bought some for Makyushan. Okay. So I assumed we would be fantasy setting. We are not. Okay.
名前を呼んでるあなたの声手探りの言葉と歩き出したパラパラのリズムで口ずさめたら聞いて世界がほどける音が
I assume that would be a guy for some reason. She looks like is this a school uniform?
かけてくる
朝
あごめんうるさかった
ジャスティン・ビーバー歌って。
Looks somewhat like a guy, sounds like a woman.
歌えないし
歌ってよ。
今日は鶏カツとごま和えは明日のお弁当だ今日は白和えと野菜
うまそう。チンなったよ。
Pretty sure it's a woman, but has, you know, the whole baggy clothes make it, especially with the hair. I mean, the hair's like long hair. The reason why I'm saying this looks like similar to like Eren Yeager. Does it? Yeah. Later.
あ、そう。チンなったよ。
マキオちゃんデンジのことチン
Makyushan, okay. I don't know. Shan is normally used, I believe, for female, but also if you find someone cute.
って言うよね
黙らっしゃい。
In the end, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant at the moment. It would make more sense to live together with another female person if you are in school. But what do I know?
電話鳴ってる
知ってる。
出ない大人なんだから
うるさいな。はい、広大でございます。あ、はい。はい、お世話にな。
So she was writing something. I don't know exactly what. Maybe a book, maybe a program.
っております。あなたと暮らし始めて。
What? What time is it? Is it breakfast time?
あなたと暮らし始めてから私健康。
Oh, okay.
雇って
自立しろ。
掃除も対応しますけど
いいの。これはこれで。十分十分。
So hire me like as a housekeeper or like an assistant.
寝ていい
ベッド使っていいよ。
ここでいい明るくてもいいよ
うん。
キーボードの音たまに止まりたまに殺すような連打 紙をめくる音、深いため息、
So I
開け
guess
たままのカーテン、
she's writing a book. May also be something like a script writer for something specific, like theater, movie.
その向こうの夜の明るさ、
Are you taking a picture?
本の山の隙間に埋もれて、私は一人。
何撮ってんだよ。
美人の横顔。
バカ。
私は一人、違う国の女王の玉座の片隅で眠る。私の好きな夜。
Queen from a strange land. So is she? I mean, the assumption would be that she's writing the journal, or journal with which. Question is what the whole witch part is about. Is she a real witch? Can she do magic? Is she from a different timeline? Whatever. How did they get together? Also, does the Skuga not have parents? It seems like she's living here and doing some house chores, but it's not really, hired. I feel like this is before.
に改正、空気の乾燥にご注意ください。次のニュースです。昨夜、中央道大月パーキングエリアに停車中の乗用車がトラックに追突される事故が発生しました。警察によりますと、車内にいた匠はじめさんと高台みのりさんが病院に搬送されましたが、
Okay. So I'm assuming that the girl is the daughter of those two, and that is how she joined her.
死亡。匠さんの長女は車外にいたため、
巻よ。
Who?
何か言うことはないの？あんたがダメだから言ってやってんの。
Oh, big sister. Okay.
姉として。
急停止します。ご注意ください。Attention please.
Mm. This feels weird. First, my mind is not in a good place, I guess. First assumption would be someone threw themselves on the train track.
お客様にお知らせします。ただいま緊急停止を知らせる無線を受信したため急停車いたしました。安全確認を行っております。発車まで。
はあ、マキオ。
Is it normal that that trains have these? In where I am, I drove the train millions times. Never happened. Never happened. Happened once for intercity train, train between cities, that we had to stop. But other than that, none of the, especially trains inside the city, had to ever stop.
悪いわね、朝早く。
確認は？
確認？
だから遺体の。
そんな怖いこと。今も解剖するんですなんて言われて。
Why? Do you need to do an autopsy? Is that not only if you are not sure why they died? Why do it on a body that you're pretty sure died because of collision? And especially maybe do it after you have identified them 100%?
断れないっていうのよ。 ほんとこんな殺風景なとこで待たせて。
マキオちゃん。
ああ、そうそう、マキオ。
So, I guess her mom, Suga's mom, is the big sister of Makio? Is that the
お
relation?
ばちゃん、ママの妹。
Oh, it is. Okay. Hmm. So that is why she's living with her. Okay, understandable. That is probably why she wants to be hired, maybe to secure her new home. Because at the moment we only know she lives there. Maybe it's just a temporary thing. Now, I still have no idea where the witch part comes from. If Makio is a witch, how? If is she a witch and the rest of the family is not?
覚えてないか。小さい頃に会ったきり。
Or is witch not a magical witch, but just a metaphorical part? Like she's a witch because she's living alone. Maybe she's older and she's not married, and that is why she gets the moniker witch.
だもんね
Who is he?
じゃあ私手続きしてくるから。
え
しばらくあなたのとこ寄せてやって。
えホテル取るよ。うち布団もないし。
白状なこと言うんじゃないの。一人じゃあんまりでしょ。
So she's living temporary there. She's making breakfast. Makio did say that since she came to her apartment, that Makio is eating a lot healthier. Because I'm assuming she's just waking up, she's drinking a coffee, maybe eating a pocky, going back to writing, sleeping, eating some cup ramen, you know, the typical bachelor life.
じゃあよろしくね。
マキオです。
ん
あ
たくみ朝です。
朝。よし。何か食べるか。何か食べるか。
Yeah, I feel like she is definitely in the mood for eating because, you know, her parents just died. Feels like she's not,
それでいい
いい。
she has not really internalized that her parents are dead. Because this is not that long ago, seemingly. They are doing an autopsy right now. They could have identified the bodies. Very mellow for losing your family. But again, now it makes sense that she wants to be hired because to make it not temporary but permanently, that she's going to be able to live at her aunt's place. Okay. She seems to have not slept. Maybe she was up all night. Maybe that is why she mellowed down.
どうぞ。
What do we have here? 2 coffee lattes, I guess. Looks like a donut. And bagel muffin thingy. The bottom part looks like one of these breakfast thingies from McDonald's, I believe. With like some meat, some egg. I believe muffins it was. So something sweet, something savory.
いただきます。
Oh. Is she searching for a hairband? Yes.
足りなかったら言って。
も
食べたいだけ食べていいから。
はい。
もう一杯飲む？
ありがとう。
まだ時間あるから寝てもいいよ。
Sleeping after drinking like coffee, not necessarily what you would do. Sleeping after some nice breakfast, okay.
悲しい？わからない。別に変じゃない。悲しくなる時が来たらその時悲しめばいい。
Yeah, I mean, people react very differently to losing someone. She does have a lot of different feelings right now. Not only did she lose her mom, she lost her dad at the same time. She also lost her home, more or less, the place where she grew up in. There's a lot of things she lost. There's a lot of change happening. And sometimes some people just take time to internalize that.
マキオちゃんは悲しい？
嘆かわしいことに全く悲しくない。姉が嫌いだったから。あなたを気の毒だと
Is there a reason why you hated her?
思う分、それが悲しい。
Was it maybe that your sister was always haunting you with, you need to start a family, you need to find yourself a partner, yada yada? Maybe? Hate is a very strong feeling. I don't know many people I would even consider hating. But essentially, I don't really hate anyone. It's just too strong of a feeling that I don't really harbor for anyone. However, I never got slighted in a way that I would consider hating someone. If someone stole all my money or someone was responsible for killing my parents, I can see hating someone. But especially family, they would have to do something really bad for me to not like them. However, this is a translation. Maybe hate doesn't mean the hate that I mean, but it just means a dislike.
日記？日記をつけるといいかもしれない。この先、誰が何をあなたに言い、誰が何をあなたに言わなかったか。
She feels like a writer. I mean, that is the, something I feel like a writer would tell you to do. Write it down.
今あなたが何を感じ、何を感じていないのか。それを日記に書けばいい。たとえ二度と開かなくても。いつかそれがあなたの灯台になる。
日記なんて朝顔の記録しかやったことがない。そう言ったら朝顔の観察日記なんか大人になってからやった方が楽しいに決まっていると彼女は答えた。
Also, a journal, a good way to internalize. I feel like whenever I read about people's experience with therapy, one of the main parts that I see is that people start keeping a journal just to write everything down, stuff that you may just forget a couple days later. But having it in a journal allows you to keep track of, the small things that may or may not interfere with your daily life. Something that maybe hit you harder than you assumed at the time and you already forgot, but internally it still is nagging at you.
日記。昨日お父さんとお母さんの乗った車が。
Where were you? Were you supposed to be in the car as well? Still unsure what the witch part is about.
もうみのりちゃんの実施じゃないんでしょ。
What?
誰がわ
Did someone of the family just say that the daughter's not the real daughter? And now someone else is like, no, I think they're blood related. Does it matter at all? Or are you talking about Makio?
私に何を言って。
らしいって何？
誰が私に何を言わなかったか。
結局向こうはどなたもいらしてないの？
その意味を。
No one from his side is even here. What the fuck are you talking? What? What is this?
私はすぐに悟った。
それを言っちゃダメでしょ。
ほん
I feel like they all talk about a bunch of bullshit, but essentially they all don't want to take care of the girl. And they're like, oh, I heard she's not even the real child. No, I heard they're blood related. Oh, I am living off my pension. Oh, the other side of the family is not even here. I feel like they all are pushing this girl away.
気の毒だとは思うけど、ヒューストンからマグロに乾燥注意報なのよね。
本当オーブンシステム。
特技。音だけ聞いて言葉を聞かないを発動。
That would be a very good skill to have. I'm unable to do that. If someone is talking in my vicinity, I cannot just ignore that. It is, even if I just want to read my book or whatever, it just interferes with that. It is very hard to drown them out. There's something like an in-ear a lot better. You don't even need to turn it on. Just have it mute enough so you can ignore it.
それ締めな。それわしの作ったサラダ。
でもこれじゃ書けないな日記に。
朝
水が。
朝
Okay. Explains why she is with Makio. Because it seems like the whole family was unwilling to take her in, which is insane. Especially because it looked like her grandparents were there, and I would assume that a grandparent would be more than happy to at least take them in for some while. What is that? Cotton? Filling of the bedsheet? Yeah, this feels like organized chaos. It's like, oh, I'm gonna clean it. But by cleaning it, everything is gone and they need their trash exactly where it is. Because it's all important. It feels like. Especially in these cases, you never needed it. It was laying around. You move it somewhere else, you clean it up, and now you need it. you throw out this old cable you just kept, and a week later, you need the cable for some reason. It's always the same. I mean, I'm not the cleanest as well. I have stuff lying around everywhere. But food, no. Food, if I have like a plate, always goes into the kitchen. Never laying around where I am at the moment.
おはよう。
So I assume this is the first day, more or less?
おはよう。
なんか食べるか。なんか食べるか。
Unsure what to do.
なんか手伝う。
ああ、うん。
Yeah, no, 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 no. No, no. I see tea bags. No, 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 no. My mother had that habit. She made food in a pan. Fine. She then put water into the pan so it doesn't, you know, because she didn't want to clean it right now. She doesn't want it to stick on, so she put water in, easier to clean later. Fine. Then, for some reason, she decided to put the lid on. And my mom and I myself, we have a simple, you know, solution. Out of sight, out of mind. If you can't see it, it's gone. You are just not going to remember that. Which means there can grow mold on that. Which did happen a couple times. Which meant whenever I went into the kitchen and there was a lid on a pan, I would always put it off. I would always lift the lid and put it away somewhere else. Unless the pan was clean, then I would just angle the lid, because then I knew it's clean. Because I'm not dealing with moldy water. It's no. Just no.
洗う？
あ、はい。
はい。
2枚。
I'm assuming there's like an air fryer. You can toast. Yeah, yeah, why not? You can bake bread, why not? Is that 7 minutes? Girl, get yourself a toaster. Toaster does it in like 2.
他に。
あ、じゃあ冷蔵庫にキャベツ千切りに。
はい。
3、4枚。
はい。
What? Sausage? Okay. You just put some cabbage in there? I feel like she never cooked. Are you serious? You already clumped it up all together and you just throw it on the ground?
どうぞ。
At least be like the rest of us and put it on another pile. You know. Okay. Toast, ketchup, mustard, fried lettuce, toast. So it's essentially toast with ketchup and mustard. Because the lettuce is not gonna taste like anything. And you are not even like the schoolgirl put your sausages in there.
いただきます。うん。
I see why.
待って、だからウインナーは別で食べてたの？言ってくれればいいじゃん。
ごめん。
まさかだけど、人見知り？
違う。いや、違わない。昨日は完全に勢いであんなことを言ってしまって。
What did you say? The one where she was in the... where all the whole family was, and she was calling out to her? Yeah. I'm assuming we get to hear this later.
はあ？じゃあ私。
いや、それは語弊で、大語弊で、見過ごせなかったのは本心で。でも自分が別の生き物と長時間同じ空間にいられないんだということをコロッと忘れて。いや、悪いとは思ってる。
So she got mad, and she was like, fuck all these people, you come with me, you can live at my apartment for a week or so. And now she's like, she is unsure about that arrangement.
でもはあっていうのやめて、傷つく。
いや、大人でも傷つくんだなって。ごめんなさい。
姉さんはそういう顔を見せなかったかもしれないけど。
マキオちゃんはなんで嫌いなの？
Good question.
お母さんのこと。
わざわざ人の悪口を聞くもんじゃない。言っておかないとフェアじゃないと思っただけ。
変な人。
日記？本当につけるんだ。
つけるといいって。
ああ、うん。じゃあ書きかけのとこ破って使って。
どうも。変な人。今日から変な人と暮らし始めた。
Not a nice way to start, but
それは
I guess she's not wrong. Oh, sand. Back in the desert.
砂漠。見渡す限りの乾いた砂。何もない。ここには何も。あ、夕飯？買い物行くなら手伝う。
日記は書きたくないことは書かなくていい。今書きたいことを書けばいい。本当のことを書く必要もない。
日記なのに？
日記なのに。別に誰にも怒られないし、苦しいことをわざわざ書くことはない。
なんか なんか書こうと思ったんだけど、お父さんもお母さんももういない。なんかポツンポカーンとしちゃって、砂漠の真ん中に放り出された感じでゾワーッとする。
I see. I assumed as much this was like what she's feeling right now. Again, like I mentioned before, she more or less lost everything. She lost her, not only her parents, both of them at the same time. She lost her place to be, the place where she grew up, where all her memories are. She also more or less lost like all her family, because now she knows that the people she called family before, not that close as was assumed. So she's more or less alone, and seemingly in the desert, just trying to find some shade, which seemingly is what Makio is going to provide.
水が欲しい。せめてたらいに掘った水があれば。
朝、何よ大きな声で。
Okay, now we see what she told her.
そうよね。悲しいわよね。かわいそうに。
たらいって漢字でどう書くんだっけ？
What?
私はあなたの母親が心底嫌いだった。死んでなお憎む気持ちが消えないことにうんざりしている。だから残念だけど、あなたのことも通りすがりの子供に思う程度にも思い入れることができない。でもあなたは15歳の子供はこんな醜悪な場にふさわしくはない。あなたはもっと美しいものを受けるに値する。あなたの寝床はそこ。部屋はいつも散らかっているし、私は大体不機嫌だ。あなたを愛せるかどうかもわからない。だけど私は決してあなたを踏みにじらない。
この日、この人は。
それでよければ明日も明後日もずっと家に帰ってきなさい。たらい回しはなしだ。
群れをはぐれた狼のような目で私の天涯孤独の運命を退けた。
それからたらいは臼に水を入れて下に皿を敷くと書く。
たらいの字も知っていた。
ちょっとマキオさん。
帰る。一緒に帰る。
行こう。乾いた寿司は食べるに値しない。本当の寿司というものを食べるぞ。
誰もいない。何も見つからない。どこまでも広がる広大な砂漠。大人にもこんな砂漠があるのだろうか。私はどこかにたどり着けるのだろうか。ポツン。私は一人。ポツン。私は。
わかるよ。それはきっと 孤独だね。
孤独。ここは見知らぬ砂漠の土地。私はそこでたった一人で玉座に座る違う国の孤独な女王に出会ったのだ。
Okay, so we finally saw what she was saying, which is an interesting approach. So she was like, I don't like your mom, and I have no special feelings for you. No family feelings, no, nothing of that. But you deserve more than whatever these idiots are going to do, so you have the choice to come and live with me, even though I'm in a bad mood. The apartment is never going to be clean, but I allow you to be who you are if you come with me. Strangely, probably something I would like to hear instead of these pretty empty platitudes of, oh, you are so sad and it must be so hard. Because those don't really do much for in the long run, especially if you then turn around and you don't want to help me at all. So this is okay, interesting. Now, I see the journal part. I still don't know what the part about the witch is. It also seems like we are not going to find out why she didn't like her mom. But we did see a lot of different characters in the opening, so we will see. Seems, seems like a nice little cozy concept, slice of life. We will see.